I need like a backlight or something. It'll work better than the light from my phone. But anyways, hey guys, LarryBoy Fanatic here. Right now I'm working on a review, but I thought for right now I would take a break, a short break, to analyze the Barnaby Chase from Billie Bust Up. You know, I go on and on about Barnaby. I've been doing that lately, but I can't help that I like this character. And you know what? I'm going to be getting a plushie of Barnaby sometime in the spring. I don't know. It's like I bought it on day one of the campaign. I mean, if you've been following Billie Bust Up on their social media, then you would definitely know. Yeah, there is a lot to talk about when it comes to Barnaby Ghost Owl. And I'm super excited. Excited! And I gotta hurry this up before the Cowboys game. Go Cowboys! Alright, so I don't think we need to see the cutscene. We're gonna be more focused on the chase sequence. You know, the song. Well, not really the song, but what's going on during that song, you know? Alright, so what time is it? What time is it? Oh, yeah. I got my watch. It's time to start this! It's time to start! Instead of it's time to stop. If you've seen the reaction video, and if you've seen the original video, which, by the way, this is going to be in the description. But anyways, we don't need to see the cutscene unless I stop it at... Okay, so the premise. We find a gem. We get caught. Oh my... I can't believe I stopped it at that. I'm sorry, guys. It's like... Fix my eyes. Okay. Thank you. Do I really need to state the obvious? Like how awkward this is? He's talking and look at that. Look. He's all excited. Line! Where is... It's like, why? And I think I point that out in my reaction video. Okay, so he's grabbing her. You know, I said we were not going to talk about the cutscene, only the chase sequence, but it was just like this is a recap. I'm trying to do a recap. So he's grabbing her. What are the expressions on these characters? Golly, we're wasting time. We're wasting time. Oh yeah, he's chasing her. Tries to grab her and then is like... Okay, so here we are. Now, I like the sides of the walls. It's very castle-like. It's very medieval. This is something like out of Bowser's Castle, you know? So this is what it totally reminds me of. I bet you anything that the game devs grew up with the Super Mario Bros. Video games and thought that the Bowser sequences are cool. So I could totally see that. It's like oozing of Bowser, you know? And as you can tell, like, a lot of this feels detailed. You could tell, like, when this premiered on Halloween, it's like, oh my gosh, it looked super, super polished. Like, when it comes to the details, stuff like that, all that shebang bang. Podcast. Alright, so the expressions on Barnaby's face, he's playing around like with his expressions as he's singing. And I like that his expressions change here instead of being continuously changing over and over throughout the song. They picked this one part where he's making these facial expressions. I feel like they did that because they don't want people to get distracted by his facial expressions, because obviously we're running for our lives. We're literally running for our lives in this sequence. They don't want to do that too much, otherwise it's going to be distracting. And you do not want to be distracted when you're running away from this guy. I promise you that. Okay, so I noticed in my react video when I was reacting to this on Halloween, the knife sparkles. It's like, it gives out a spark before he swipes it. I'm guessing maybe it's because they want to indicate to the player, like, okay, here we go. Like, he's gonna attack you, so get ready. Here we go, watch. There we go. See how it sparkles? And then we get the camera change, the camera turning. And you look up at the ceiling, it's castle-like. Oh yeah, and there's more acid pouring out from the ceiling. And you're trying to escape on ice. Meanwhile, you got these dynamite thingies. And again, like when you look at the walls and you look at the ceiling, it's like you get these arched ceilings. Okay, here's a good one. Yeah, he's still swiping at you with the knife. I can't believe I gotta do this. I don't think you need to do that when you're actually playing the level. I mean, geez Louise, macaroni and cheese. God forbid they turn it upside down. I think they turn it upside down in this demo. Because that's what this video is. It's a demo. It's showing you, that we polished it. We polished the gameplay, the visuals, etc. You know, I like the arches. Because that's very, very castle-like. We'll skip over. Okay, if it feels like I'm skipping a whole lot, it's because I want you guys to see this video. Again, it will be in the description. Oh my gosh, this looks detailed. You know how I keep saying that it looks more polished and more detailed? Look at that. So green. It's bubbly. It's oozy. And it's dangerous. Kids, don't try this at home. Alright, lobster tank. We got bystanders. They're obviously not going to help. I think it gets subterranean when it comes to this part. Oh yeah, the spikes are a lot serious. Yeah, again, this is a demo. Just showing you the gameplay and how they've improved on their visuals. Okay, so that's probably why they don't have the grapes, because the grapes are like the mushrooms to Super Mario, or replenish your health, basically. That's what the grapes are. And you'll notice that the health meter is supposed to be on the top left-hand corner. But you'll notice that it's not present here, because again, this is a demo. I think you've seen the health meter in other people's Let's Plays of the pre-alpha build. I can understand why the health meter is missing in this, because again, it's a demo. But there's definitely going to be a health meter in the final version of this. And I like that you can use the umbrella as a shield. You're supposed to do a lot with the umbrella, or whatever it's called. There you go, more electricity. Wait a minute, what does the cookbook say? I want to know what the cookbook says. And I think some people pointed it out, like, on social media. Noggin. The best part. Arm, other arm, leg, other leg. Whatever this is. Ask a real chef. I don't know if anybody else caught that, like, when watching this. And it's funny how he's able to find a recipe for Billie, who he just met like a few minutes ago. But then again, he can bend reality. That's his superpower or whatever. Goat meat stew. Can't you just make ice cream? Okay, whenever there's ice, there's lava. Now, wait a minute. All of this is falling on top of us. You got magma, you got fire, you got electricity. Don't you think it's gonna ruin your house? Like, I can imagine that he doesn't care. It's like, his whole office can be on fire and he'll be like, whatever. Oh, I think this is where, like, everything turns upside down. There we go. Okay, so I think that mechanic might vary. Okay, so yeah, I think the camera's gonna turn at some point or another. like whether it's upside down or just like sideways. I think that's generated randomly. I could be wrong. Like every time like you attempt this level. Oh, by the way, he's got furniture. It's got a fireplace. And we got this lovely couch. Hang on, is this like the same spot where Billie meets Barnaby? Because there is a fireplace and he's talking to her from the fireplace. He picks her up, drops her, and he disappears momentarily. She looks around, and in front of her is this thing, the couch. I think she's coming close to the finish line. But I don't think you would know that because you're too busy trying to run away from this dude. But again, he's bending reality. The knife sparkles, and we get more electricity. Oh my god, this part was unexpected. So she's sliding down, right? There's a point where you gotta slide down to try and avoid this guy. Now watch what happens. Watch what happens. Alright, so she's sliding down. And on top, you see Barnaby coming. Originally, this didn't happen. He didn't slide down with you. What happened was, you get to the end of the slide or whatever, and he just automatically reappears. He pops back on. But in this update, he's sliding down with you. And this surprised me when I was reacting to this on Halloween. And by the way, this looks dangerous. Super, super dangerous. And you know what? That's another thing. He's got lava. He's got magma. He's got all this crazy stuff in his house. The Homeowners Association will have a field day with this one. Yeah, because he's coming towards you. He's supposed to come towards you. I mean, that's how he was programmed. In their recent video, they talk about how they made the Barnaby sequence. And that really reflects that. Everything is timed to the music. So you're doing this, you're doing that. But you're also following the beat of the song. Alright, so one more time. He's coming at you. You're sliding down. And look at that. He's sliding down with you. It's kind of creepy because, you know, he's chasing after you, obviously. It's called the Barnaby Chase. What do you expect? Oh my god, most played? Most played was, like, right around here towards the end. I mean, jeez Louise. Yeah, falling bread slices. I like how the camera zooms in. It's all jagged. Like, the camera does that 3 times, like, in the original. I counted 2. Okay, you ready? 1, 2. But in the original, it's like 1, 2, 3. Second 2. But I'm not really expecting very little details like that. Because, again, I gotta keep stressing that this is a demo that they've presented to us on Halloween. So, live with it. What are the tombstones saying? Obviously, that's supposed to be Billie. Again, how would you have a tombstone of Billie when you just met her? And then everything else is like generic skulls. Generic skull and bones, crossbones, whatever. And you know what? I like the design of the house too. I especially like the stained glass windows. Oh my god. Billie's doing a handstand. She don't need her arms to support herself. Like, she could do a headstand, no problem. Someone screenshot that. I'm gonna definitely screenshot it when I edit this video. Alright, let me stop it. Let me get a good pause. Okay, let me get a good pause. Because I want to look at the... I want to look at the house. I want to look at the house, dang it. Stupid headstand. Oh my... This is the Pirates trailer reaction all over again. I want to look at the house. Look at Barnaby's house. Is that so hard? I want to see the freaking windows. Alright, playback speed. There we go. There we go. It worked. It worked. Alright. So, I'm going to definitely screenshot this. I don't know when. I know how to screenshot it. The next time I want to do this, next time I want to screenshot it, I'm going to mess around with the settings slow. I like how his house is designed. You get the door, you get the windows, the stained glass windows, and you even get the one that's up here. And you see like these tombstones in his yard. I mean, it's castle-like. Kind of a mix between castle and mansion, you know? Yeah, that'd be so cool to like make a real-life replica of this house. But that's going to take a whole lot of time and materials. But anyways, this looks pretty cool. And if anybody want to screenshot this, then I suggest you mess around with the settings. Especially how fast or slow you want this. And just screen capture. There you go. Boom. You see that, JB Plush? That's going to be me with the Barnaby plushie. He's not going to harm you when I'm around. I'll make sure of that. In fact, I'm going to invest in a bird cage. So it'll be like a doghouse for him. Silly.